How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? This is Mecha Wrestling, and welcome back to some WWE Pandemonium. I did want to apologize for not uploading this in about a week, but I've just been so engrossed in my own single player save, so that's why the YouTube videos haven't come out as much. I am planning to do two today though, so hopefully that means that they're going to be released sooner than later. But to start this off, we've got a few pre-show matches to go underway on Smackdown, with Asuka, the women's champion, versus Nikki Bella, with Asuka winning via a spin kick, got a 55 C minus. Asuka got a 58, Nikki Bella got a 44. I just wanted to see if the Bellas could actually do it still, and like they can to an extent, but like I still need to just build up my women's division because the mod is just not great for the women's division. Like I really hope. I kind of regret not using Fleisch's mod, but I got too far in this to really start again, really. So I was just like, there's no point. Anyway, there's no negatives. I don't think. Oh, there's some negatives for low experience, and I was only not many negatives at all. That's actually quite good. It's actually just inconsistency and low experience because Nikki has not been in the ring for God knows how long. Also, as you probably have seen in real life, John Moxley has joined AEW, so that does mean that I am not going to be signing Dean Ambrose back to the company for another 2 years in the save. So that's why I kind of went with it, because I was like, I don't think he's going to stay in the first place. So I just thought, why not just release him and just try and, I don't know, capitalize off it with Andrade, because he's one of these guys that I really want to push down the SmackDown card and hopefully get him into a world title feud potentially in the future. But moving on to this next match. In another pre-show match, Xavier Woods defeated Bobby Lashley in 13 minutes via Lost in the Woods. So I need to remove the manager. I need to remove the manager thing because it's killing the matches a bit. Xavier Woods got 49. Bobby Lashley got 54. So I just need to remember some things, but like Bobby Lashley's declining, and there's some managerial chemistry, but besides that, stuff's fine. Anyway, let's move on to the main show. Let's do this. 53 Steve, this pre-show match. Yeah, I know I'm going to get rid of him. Just don't worry. To start off the show, Andrade's standing in the ring with Zelina, Drew, and Shinsuke ahead of their six-man tag match for the main event of the evening. Zelina's standing there with a microphone ready to address the crowd. Do you really think that Kevin Owens, AJ Styles, and Kofi Kingston are on the levels of these boys? They are on the level of these boys in the ring. If they were that damn talented, they wouldn't have lost last week. Don't think we have forgotten about you, Demon. Andrade will be capturing the IC title because El Idolo is the future of WWE. Drew then yanks the microphone from Zelina, who just looks very offended and just triggered at Drew. Like, even though they're teaming tonight, like, Zelina's still a feisty little midget. I won't say midget, but you get what I mean. She's small and feisty and stuff. And Drew's just started going about how Kofi's little party's finished, and the Kofi Mania thing's over, and Drew's gonna make sure that it never happens again when he becomes WWE champion. He might become champion, not sure, but Zelina's apparently looking lost. Nakamura looked good, and people are enjoying the improvisation. But this segment got a 64C overall. There weren't any improvements to talk about, but that wasn't too bad. It was a good way to start the show. And hopefully the match at the end of the night does really well. Moving on to this next segment. To start off SmackDown, we have the team of Black and Ricochet defeating the Colons in 10 minutes of 5 when Alistair defeated Epico Colon via a Black Mass. Alistair Black got 35, I think. Yeah, Alistair Black got 35, Ricochet got 43, Epico got 34, and Primo got 34. So even though they're not, they're more over than the Colons. So that's kind of reassuring because I don't see myself really using the Colons that much. So they're kind of being prepared for the tag match they have on Sunday against the Bar, but there weren't any improvements, unfortunately. It got 41D. And there's a few negatives like Epico's declining inconsistencies for just the clones. And people are getting bonuses for tag experience and chemistry, so not too bad at all. Moving on to this next segment. Basically, Sonya's just standing in the ring and just issues an open challenge saying that she's going to beat Sasha Banks on Sunday and just wants to show that she's a dominant competitor. But who on earth would be challenging Sonya Deville in the ring right now? Is it going to be an NXT call? Potentially. You don't know. In a terrible match, Sonya defeated Io Shirai in 6 minutes 08 via submission. When Sonya got 36, Io got a 24, got 30 plus. Like, this is me just trying to build Sonya because I know Sonya's not as over as like the other women in the feud. Like, Io's getting penalized for inconsistency and chemistry, and Sonya's got good momentum and high morale. So we want Miss Money in the Bank to kind of be viable for when she does eventually cash in on the champion. So yeah, that's the thing. I wasn't expecting this to do the best because it was against NXT call-up. So yeah, it's kind of what can you do about it, really? Moving on to this next segment. In a decent match, Sasha Banks defeated Charlotte Flair in 40 minutes via submission of a bank statement after Asuka distracted Charlotte. And I've just seen some of this new actually. Sasha has a strong connection with the young female demographic who really like to winning. That's something to take note of. I'm actually going to make a note. That's notes from a while back, but Sasha. Sorry for the pause of the video, but I just felt like that was something I needed to kind of deal with. But Sasha got 48, Charlotte got 53. Went to the improvements, got 46D. And apparently Charlotte should have won in this match, and there's people holding back, so it's not the best. And after the match, Charlotte and Asuka just continue to brawl, and they're looking equally good, just making sure that they're ready for the match at Backlash. So yeah, I know matches aren't going to as high as people would think, but it is worth getting there if you get what I mean. Moving on to the next match. In a decent match, Finn Balor defeated Sheamus in 9 minutes 02 via a coup de grace. I think Cesaro's out there as a manager. When Finn got 61, Sheamus got 50, and there weren't any things to comment on. Got poor chemistry, and Sheamus is declining. That's not good, honestly. I'm actually glad there's a possibility of him retiring in real life because I think Sheamus is actually class. I think there is some bias because he's from the UK, but yeah, it sucks that Sheamus, who's been there for so long, is having to possibly retire because of his neck. But yeah, I still plan to use him in this save. Like he's a boss. So yeah, let's get on to this next segment. Basically, Randy came out after the match and just RKO'd Balor, but Balor just came up as if nothing happened, and the Demon just emerges and hits Orton with a 1916. It got 58C minus, and the Demon Hunt storyline has advanced. So keeping Randy busy whilst making sure that Finn is looking stronger and into his title match on Sunday. So that's that really. In a decent match, The Miz defeated Jeff Hardy in 9 minutes 49 via a skull-crushing finale. Miz was off his game, so the rating he got in this match could be lower than what he'd actually get. Miz and Maurice have good chemistry. Miz got 62. Jeff Hardy got 59. So even I could actually use him as a mid-card guy. That's kind of interesting. I might use Jeff for the IC. That's good to know. Got a 63C, so even though the competitors got lower than the actual match rating, it seems that they were able to carry the match reasonably well. So I'm quite happy with that. When just penalised for inconsistencies and people are getting bonuses for star quality. So that's quite good. Well done, guys. It's a pretty good match. Jeff's just been attacked by Miz after the match, and Bray just comes out just to drive off the Miz and just save Hardy from the beatdown. I mean, he got a 57 C minus. I think the match is going to do better, but the segments I don't know how to get them really high. Because the only ones that I get really high at the moment is like Braun Strowman among other people. So yeah, that's the thing. Moving on to this next segment, which is the main event of the evening. In a good bout that had decent wrestling and a decent reaction from the crowd, Kevin Owens, AJ Styles, Kofi Kingston defeated Drew McIntyre, Andrade, and Shinsuke when AJ defeated Shinsuke Nakamura via a Styles clash. The match got a 65C. Then Kofi Kingston got a 69. AJ Styles got a 73. Not Kofi. Kevin Owens got a 66. Shinsuke, the Mr. Money in the Bank, got a 68. So that's kind of good to know that Shinsuke is on the level of the main event when he does eventually cash in. Andrade got a 60, so he didn't look like he was out of his depth. And Drew got a 66. So I think there should be improvements. Yeah, there is. Kofi's improving in Rumble performance. Owens is improving in technical flying and performance, and Shinsuke Nakamura is improving in performance. So not too shabby. People are improving. Like I felt like the main event. There wasn't. Is there any negatives? Not really. AJ declining. Kofi penalized for momentum. Oh, from chemistry. And Andrade down for inconsistency and poor announcing. So it wasn't. I don't think this has been a bad show. It's like it could have been better, but yeah, I still need to build it. Anything like above a 70 is good for me. So yeah, let's go and see if there's another segment after this. It looks like it. I just can't remember what I booked. Ooh, Shinsuke Nakamura has debuted a new spot that showcases athletic ability. His psychology will be helped by being able to use it as his go-to spot in the future. That's kind of nice. So Shinsuke is developing, even at age of like 38, I think. But I'm rather impressed. Like he's definitely looking like someone I could cash in and actually give him the belt. It's just a case of when I'll actually do it. And to end the show, the ring ascends to utter chaos with all 6 competitors brawling with one another. All of them end up looking equally strong. AJ came across well. The segment got a 60C. I think this is going to get like a 68. If it gets anything low, I'm kind of irritated, but it is what it is. It's like I don't have as big stars on SmackDown as I do with Monday Night Raw, and they're not as over either, so it's not ideal. So let's see what this show, and again in the end, I think this is going to get a 68 or 65. Ah, ouch. I don't know. I hope I don't get messages about like after this, like between now and the pay per view, like as I'm looking Velocity, be like, oh yeah, by the way, we've lost the TV deal. So because that would not be ideal. Anyway, if you've enjoyed the booking in this episode, let me know what you think. Do you think that some people should be getting different kind of pushes? Do you think that some title changes are going to happen at Backlash? But until next time, this has been Mecco Wrestling, and goodbye.